white played queen to b3. So black has got an isolated pawn and is basically forced to defend. So the normal, usual way of playing would have been now perhaps rook to d8, white would castle, and black position would have been slightly inferior due to the isolated pawn on d5. And Larsen found a very interesting way of counter-attacking in this position. And instead of playing passively and defending his isolated pawn, he played g5. Well, what is the reason for this move? The idea is that black sees that white king is still in the center, and black is looking for the possibilities to maybe to keep this king in the center for as long as possible, thus trying to create initiative. And we see that, for example, that after bishop takes g5, if we play this line, bishop takes, knight takes, then black plays d4, and thus the next move would have, black is going to take this knight on g5. Thanks to that, moving the knight from c3 is not possible because the knight is pinned. So this is here we see already an advantage that that black has got, that the white king is stayed in the center. So, and the same line we would have seen, of course, if white knight would have taken on g5 and not the bishop. So in the game, white retreated to g3, and well, next black has to continue with his counterplay somehow, because if white gets the time to castle, then the black initiative might come to an end, and black would only remain with his weaknesses and bad king, and the pawn on d5 is not going anywhere. So black should be looking for the ways to continue. So this is the reason why he played g4. And knight to d4. Perhaps the move knight e5 would have been better, but in my opinion, after bishop f6, black has a very acceptable position, because the knight is attacked on e5, so white has to takes, and now after, let's say, after logical castle, the move bishop on g7 would be covering black king very well, and I think the black has a good position, even, for example, after the move like queen to b6. In the end game, black has two bishops, and I don't think black is any worse here. But white played knight d4, And after exchanges, black found another way to keep white king in the center. And now, after logical, let's say, rook d1, the black initiative could become very dangerous. For example, after bishop e6, or let's say even after this move, because white king is in much bigger trouble than black king. Black king is safe here on g8, but white king is not, and black pieces are now better developed.